So I've been diving into concussions and concussion recovery a lot since last year when I first had my concussion. And I've been hearing how a lot of concussions that develop more severe symptoms tend to have had underlying issues already pre-concussion. And that just makes me think about whether or not being neurodivergent increases the severity of our symptoms or increases the likelihood that we may develop a more severe presentation of concussions. And I say that because if pre-concussion, if we're already experiencing light sensitivities, if we're already experiencing gait issues or anything at all, and concussions tend to make those things worse, anything that you were already struggling in or anything that had some mild weaknesses pre-concussion is more likely to be exacerbated post-concussion, then that makes me think that any sensory overload, especially from neurodivergence or any underdeveloped skills due to being neurodivergent, is then going to be magnified after the concussion. To me, that makes sense. The whole if this, then that. Which then makes me wonder what happens when people are undiagnosed and don't know they're neurodivergent and have already been struggling to begin with. Then we layer on the concussion, and because they don't have a diagnosis prior to it, then we just kind of focus on the most recent or most traumatic event. And we can end up assuming the whole thing is just because of the concussion, when in reality it's very possible that the concussion made it more severe, the concussion made the presentation louder, the concussion made it more evident, the concussion might have taken away the mask even more, even further, but it may be a combination of undiagnosed neurodivergence of some sort, exacerbated by the concussion. I don't know, just stuff that I've been thinking about.